The other question then is, given the facts that the airlines were liberalized, the airways were liberalized, so to say, but the ground infrastructure was not developed in a corresponding way for many, many years. And it is only now in the recent past that people have started to look at that, and there is an Airports Economic Regulatory Authority coming up. So where we are now understanding that beyond safety and security, we must also look at the economic security and viability of running the ground infrastructure in airlines. So what do you think is the way forward? How much of regulation should there be done, and how much should be left to market forces in terms of economic security and viability of the airways?
By the way, airports have been privatized in India. We started with Cochin Airport, and subsequently Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Delhi and Mumbai are in the process of being taken over completely by the private authorities, private entrepreneurs. And when you talk airport, it also includes other facilities, like ground handling facilities. They were always left to the various agencies, and the government was not in picture. First, sometimes they were being given to the airport authorities, sometimes they were given to airlines, ground handling facilities. Now with the airport having been privatized, they will certainly allow the ground handling facilities to be outsourced to reduce their own burden on themselves. Well, regulation comes in with regard to factors like what will be the landing charges, what will be the air route navigation charges, what are the parking fees. When there's an interface between the airlines and airport, there's a need for regulation in respect of airports. There is also a need for regulations of airlines also. The present economic regulator for aviation doesn't have jurisdiction beyond airports. They confine themselves to airports. Maybe in future they might also include airlines, we do not know. Now, in respect of airports, well, the regulator has to take into account domestic law, but since there's an interface with international traffic, they have to take into account ICAO standards, International Civil Aviation Organization standards, their resolution, their manuals, their procedures, which have been developed over a period of 60 odd years, very well developed. We need not to reinvent them and modify to our circumstance. I think the regulator will look into them. I had an opportunity to meet the present chairman of the new regulating agency in Delhi only a month ago, and we discussed this matter, and I thought that we should encourage them to go and get associated with ICAO, learn, and then start bringing them their guidelines, and so the regulation can be followed in a pattern which will be internationally conducive.